ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचिधकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतिप्रतीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off yesterday. We came up to slokam number 7, adhyayam 2, skandham number 4. Sadasaspatibihi dakshah Bhagavan sadhu satkritah ajam lokagurum natva vishasada tad agneya. Now, in response to Vidura's question to Maitreya, Swami, how come the father-in-law and the son-in-law developed enmity? How come Sati Devi committed suicide, gave up her own life, which is very difficult to give up? Who can get angry? Who can develop hatred towards the most peaceful and the most compassionate of them all, Rudra or Shiva? How is it possible? What happened? So then Maitreya started narrating. Once upon a time, there was a Satrayagam performed, and all the Rishigal, all the Agni Devatagal, everybody, Brahma Rishi, everybody attended that huge assembly, and it was conducted by Prajapati. So everybody was there. When Daksha Prajapati entered the assembly hall, his lustre was shining like the sun. It was so beautiful, so powerful it was. And drawn by the power of the Tejas, all the Rishigal and Agni Devadagal and the other Devadagal, everybody stood up from their seat out of respect immediately. except Brahma and Rudra or Shiva. Rudra, Shiva, I'm using the name interchangeably. Now, then Daksha Prajapati, who was actually a Manasika Putran of Brahma, and he went to Brahma, did his namaskaram, worshipped him, paid his reverential worship to him, while Brahma was seated on a seat. And then, as commanded by Brahma, Daksha Prajapati took his seat. Up to that point we came. Now, slokam number 8. Prak nishannam mridham drishtva namrishyat tadanadritaha uvacha vamam chakshurbyam abhivikshya dahan niva. Prak nishannam mridham drishtva namrishyat tadanadritaha uvacha vamam chakshurbyam abhivikshya dahan iva. Prak means in front. Nishannam, seated. Seated in front of him. Who was seated in front of Daksha Prajapati? Because we're talking about Daksha Prajapati at this time. So somebody was seated in front of him after he sat down. Seated in front of him was Mridham. Mridham is Rudra, Shiva Peruman. That Shiva Peruman, Drishtva, Shiva Perumanai, Rudranai, okay, Mridham. That grammatically it means seeing him. Drishtva, seeing Sri Rudra, who is seated in front of him. Tadanadritaha, tat anadritaha, and not being respected or worshipped by him, not being paid the proper reverential, respectful treatment by him. Tadanadritaha. This Daksha Prajapati na amrishyate. He could not bear it. He could not bear the slight. He perceived slight, not a real slight, a perceived slight that this Shiva Peruman Rudra seated in front of me had not gotten up. So he could not bear that slight. Na amrishyate. So what did he do? Vamam chakshurbyam dahan iva abhivikshya uvacha. Uvacha, Daksha spoke. What happened before he spoke? Vamam abhivikshya. Vamam means one who has acted contrary to prescribed conduct, dharmic conduct. This is what Daksha thought, okay? So here is Rudra acted against the prescribed dharmic protocol and dharmic conduct. We have to respect elders. This is his point of view. And he acted contrary to that. That is Vamam. Vamam abhivikshya. He looked at him. How did he look at him? How was his look? Chakshurbyam dahan iva. With both his eyes, he looked at him as if it was going to scorch him, completely consume in the fire of its anger. Chakshurbyam dahan iva. Dahan means fire. Like a blazing fire, like that kind of anger, with that look. He, abhivikshya, he looked at Shiva Peruman. Abhivikshya Vamam, that the one who acted like that, this Shiva Peruman, Mridham uvacha, he spoke. Prak nishannam mridam drishtva namrishyat tadanadritaha uvacha vamam chakshurbyam abhivikshya dahan iva. Number 9. Sruyatam brahmarishyoho me sahadevaha sahagnayah sadhunam bhruvato vrittam na agnan na cha matsarat. Sruyatam brahmarishayaha me सहदेवाः सहाग्नयः साधूनां ब्रुवतो वृत्तं न अज्ञानान् न च मत्सरात्. And he said, ye Brahma Rishayah, ye Brahma Rishis, he addressed them. Sahadevaha, along with Devargal, Sah Agnayaha, also the worshippers of Agni. You Brahma Rishigal, you come along with the Deva Ganangal here. And you also worship Agni, fire worship. Agni worship is not an ordinary matter. It's the most exalted worship. You come like this, Brahma Rishayaha, may, by me, sadhunam vrittam, the vrittandam, we say, the conduct of the conduct that results in beneficial growth of dharma, that is vrittandam, sadhunam vrittam, the sadhu's conduct, na ajnanat, may, by me, na ajnanat, without being ignorant, na matsarat, without being any enmity or hatred, may, by me, bruvataha, being going to be spoken by me, that sruyatam, please listen. Please listen to the words that are going to be spoken by me, by Brahma Rishis. You come with Devas and Agni, your worshippers of Agni. Please listen to me. I am going to speak about the conduct of sadhus. The sadhus' conduct, which is important. This sets a whole example for how everybody else should behave. That sadhunam vrittam, I am going to speak about it. Okay, bruvataha. Now I am going to speak. These words are not based on ignorance, and they have no enmity, they have no ignorance. That means I am not driven by hatred or I am not driven by ignorance. I am going to speak. So please listen to this about the conduct of sadhus that I am going to talk. Sruyatam Brahma Rishayaha me Sahadevaha Sahagnayaha Sadhunam Bruvato Vrittam na Ajnanat na cha Matsarat. Number 10. Ayam tu lokapalanam yajosgno yasogno nirapatrapaha sadhira charita pantaha yena stabdhena dushitaha. Ayam tu lokapalanam yasogno nirapatrapaha sadhira charita pantaha yena stabdhena dushitaha. Now Daksha is speaking. He says, I am too, this Sivabarman, this Rudra, Lokapalanam Yasaha Agnaha. Lokapalanam, all the Devargal, people who protect all the worlds. Yasaha, their fame and reputation. Agnaha, he is destroying. He is a destroyer of all the good fame and reputation of all the Lokapalas, all the Devargal. I am too. This Sivabarman is like that. That's how he begins. I am too. Nirapatrapaha, he is shameless. I am too. Yena stabdhena. Stabdham means jatam. It's like being dishonest. The jatam. And by this man, yena stabdhena. One second. 1 minute. Yena, by this Sivabarman, by this Siva, by this Rudra, stabdhena, dishonest, devoid of the proper conduct, stabdhena, yena stabdhena, by his improper conduct, sadbihi acharitaha pantaha. Sadbihi, sadhukal. Sadhukal are the one who are really samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu, that mental attitude there. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, we talked about Vyasa Bhagavan, that everybody, all beings, not only human beings, all beings in all creations, they all must be Sukham and Saukhyam. That mental outlook, that when the love from the Hridayam pours out, those sadhukal, those sadbihi acharitaha, those people follow a certain conduct. Pantaha, the pathway they follow. Sadbihi acharitaha pantaha. Dushitaha, yena stabdhena, dushitaha, by this shameless, dishonest person who's not following the prescribed pathway, dharmic pathway, the pathway that the sadhukal follow, the reputation of that has been dushitaha, has been damaged, is what he says. Okay? Ayam tu lokapalanam yasogno nirapatrapaha sadbhiracharitaha pantaha yena stabdena dushitaha. Number 11. Yesha me sishyatam praptaha yan me duhituhu agrahit panim vipragni mukhataha savitriya iva sadhuvat. Yesha me sishyatam praptaha Yanme duhitu agrahita panim vipragni mukataha savitriya iva sadhuvat. Now he says, Yeshaha, this Shiva, this Rudra, Yeshaha, he me sishyatam. He is in a subordinate position to me. He says, my Sishyatam, and Sishyatam does not mean disciple here, not student, but a person who is in a subordinate position to me. So, Yeshaha me Sishyatam. Now, why so? Or put it in another way, let me give it to you the proper English way so that we can understand it. Yat Yeshaha sadhuvat vipragni mukataha savitriya iva me duhituhu panim agrahit me sishyatam praptaha. Let me take it that way so it becomes clear to you. Again, the slokam is Yesha me sishyatam praptaha yat me duhituhu agrahit panim vipragni mukataha savitriya iva sadhuvat. Yet, by what action, by what reason? Yeshaha, this Rudra, this Sivan, sadhuvat, as if he is a very good man, as if he is a sadhu. Okay? This man, by what reason, as if he is a sadhu, vipragni mukhataha. Brahma, here, Vipra, Agni, Mukataha. Vipra in this case means Brahma. That means we say Brahma Sakshi, Agni Sakshi, Mukataha, as a witness. The witness having Brahma and also Agni as a witness. This man, Sadhuvata, like a good man, Savitriya iva me duhituhu. As Savitri, me duhituhu, my daughter is like Savitri. Okay, Savitri is an exalted name. Here it means Savitri. Actually, Savitri is the Savitriya Vishwamitra Rishihi, we say Gayatri Mantra. So that Savitru Devata, that Savitri, is the all-encompassing, the entity that creates everything from itself. Okay, this is very, very important to understand. Savitriya iva behididu, that my daughter is like that Savitri. And what did he do? Sadhuvatu, like a good man. And Vipra, Agni, Mukataha, in with Brahma and Agni as Sakshi, as witness. Me duhituhu panim, my daughter's hand. Agrahit, he held, he grasped it. That means at marriage time. We have the panigraham, we say, right? Panigraham. And so when he hold the hand, that is a sign of marriage. So he held my daughter's hand, who's like Savitri, in front of Brahma and Agni, and he acted as if he's a good man. At that time, with what reason, with what happening, with what action, he did it. Yeshaha, my Dugituhu Panim Agrahit, my daughter's hand, he held it. Because of that, Yeshaha, he me sishyatam praptaha. He has become subordinate to me. He has become my sishyan, somebody who is going to learn from me. He has become because of that. Yesha me sishyatam praptaha yat me dugituhu agrahit panim vipra agni mukhataha savitriya iva sadhuvat. Number 12. Gruhitva mrigasa vakshyaha panim markata lochanaha prati uttana abhivadarhe vachapi akruta no chitam. Now he talks about in frustration. He did not want to give his daughter in marriage to Shiva, but he was compelled to do by Brahma, ordered. It's coming out. The frustration is coming out now. Gruhitva mriga sava akshyaha panim markata lochanaha prati uttana abhivada arhe vacha api akrita na uchitam. Gruhitva mriga sava akshyaha panim markata lochanaha prati uttana abhivada arhe vacha api akrita na tuchitam. Gruhitva mrigasa vakshyaha panim markata lochanaha prati uttana abhivadarhe vachapi akrita nochitam. Markata lochanaha. He has got eyes like a monkey. He says, Subharman, Markata lochanaha. He's got with eyes like monkey. Mriga sava akshyaha. Now, what about my daughters? My daughters are like the deer. They are a baby deer. Okay? Mriga sava, like a deer, baby deer. That eye so beautiful she has got. Whereas he is Markata lochanaha. The eyes like a monkey. Panim grihitva. He held my daughter's hand. And prati uttana abhivadaha arhe. Prati uttana means getting up. You must prati uttana. You must get up immediately. That is prati uttana. Abhivada means with respect and with namaskara, with worship. Arhe, to me. He must get up out of respect to me. He must do that. Okay? Now, that person to me, whom he should have actually gotten up and paid respect to, vacha api, even with words, uchitam na kruta. He didn't even utter a proper words of respect. Uchitam means uchitam vacha, means good words, the perfect word, proper words, appropriate, most exalted, correct words. That also, na kruta, he didn't do it. Not only did he not get up and pay respect to me, which I am deserved to be, because he is my Sishyan, and he's monkey-eyed guy, married my daughter whose eyes are so beautiful like a baby deer, without even getting up to pay respect to me. He didn't even speak good words to me. That's his complaint. Gruhitva mrigasava akshyaha panim markata lochanaha prati uttana abhivadaha arhe vacha api akruta na uchitam. Number 13. Number 13. One second. Okay, yeah. Lupta kriyaya asuchaye manine bhinna setave anichan napyadam balam sudrayeva satim giram. And he is so anichan api adam. That's the way you break that. Okay. Lupta kriyaya asuchaye manine bhinna setave anichan api adam balam sudrayeva asatim girim. Sudrayeva usatim girim. Sudraya iva usatim. Yeah, sudrayevo satim. Sudraya iva usatim giram. That's the way we should break that. Okay. Lupta kriyaya asuchaye manine bhinna setave anichan api adam balam sudraya iva usatim giram. Lupta kriyaya asuchaye manine bhinna setave anichan apyadam balam sudrayevo satim giram. Number 13. Sudraya usatim giram iva. See, in the Varnashramam, that means based upon gunangal and labor, the type of work you do. Okay, in that Varnashramam, the prescribed duty of learning and reciting Vedangal had been assigned to the Brahmana Varnam, Kshatriya Varnam and Vaisya Varnam. They all learn and recite Vedangal. And Kshatriya and Vaisya, yes, they learn from the Brahmanas and carry out their allotted duties for the welfare and upkeep of the society at large. Okay, this is the Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu envelope. Now, another Varnam, which is the Sudra Varnam, it is nothing inferior. Please understand it very carefully. In Purushottam, how beautifully it describes how the society is composed of the four labors. Okay, each one is equally important. And there, so that I can understand it in a limited way, it gives the body of the Hiranyagarbha, body of Paramatma, taking an embodiment, an invisible embodiment of the whole universe. And in that one, obviously, me being a man, me being a human being, I can understand the form of another human being only. Right? I cannot understand the form of a snake. I cannot relate to it. So the form of a human being is described. Mukham is Brahmana Varnam. Mukham means just not the face. Mukham also means mouth. Mukham also means entry, point of entry, door. The door of entry to the society is the Brahman, which means all the Vedangal, all the good thoughts, good words, all these must come from that is a society. Imagine if the society, the Brahmanas in the society, people who do that, and when they speak about divinity, pathway, what is the way to conduct yourself. Kshatriya Varnam, Chut. Chut means to protect, to remove the sufferings off. So the Kshatriya Varnam duty is to protect the society, people from external attacks, internal attacks, whatever, and remove the sufferings. That is the sign of an administrator. And Vaisyas, yes, you need resources to live, you need food to live. So people who grow, agriculturists, people who do other trade or whatever other things to generate wealth, generate resource for the sustenance of the whole society. And then there is the physical, manual labor. That is also equally important. That is compared to the feet of the Brahman. Now, feet, Padam, is nothing inferior. It's as important as the Mukham. Because where do we go and surrender to Bhagavan? In Kamala Pada Charanara Vinda. That is exactly where we go and surrender, right? Charanam Prapadye. We go and fall at Bhagavan's feet only. So please understand that. So that particular Varnam, because of the manual labor that they do, okay, they've been exempted from the duty of learning and reciting Vedangal. That does not mean they are prohibited. They are exempted. They don't have to do it. Okay, the prescribed duty, they don't have that. All the other three Varnangal have that prescribed duty. So this is I'm giving you a simple background here so you can understand the sloka. Sudraya usatim giram iva. When the Sudra Varnangal, people who do manual labor, when they don't have the responsibility or the prescribed duty to learn and recite Vedam, how will they get the benefits of the Vedam recitation? Are they exempted from that? Do they not get it? No, they do. What they do, Lupta Kriyaya, when they do the assigned work given to them, they get all the benefits that anybody gets by reciting Vedam properly. That's what it means. Sudraya usatim gira iva Lupta Kriyaya. For the Sudra Varnangal who do not have the prescribed duty to recite Vedas, but still they get the benefits of Vedam recital by performing Lupta Kriyaya, by performing their assigned activities, but they do not have the performing homam and various other karma prescribed in the karma kandam of Vedas. They don't have that. So for those people, like that Sudran, who do not have any prescribed duties, this Sivan is asuchaye. He is not pure. He is impure. Manine is full of arrogance and conceit. And Bhinna Chetave. And Bhinna Chetave, he has exceeded the limits prescribed by proper conduct. Okay, when we say Varambu Miri Nadakada, we say in Tamil, don't exceed the limit in your conduct. But he has done that. Bhinna Chetave. So this man is impure, is arrogant, and he's also crossed all boundaries of proper conduct. To him, anichan api, even though I did not want to do it, okay, without really wanting to, balam adam, I gave my daughter to him in marriage, even though I didn't want to do it, is what he says. Slokam, yeah, Lupta Kriyaya Asuchaye Manine Bhinna Setave Anichan Api Adam Balam Srudraya Iva Usatim Giram. Number 14. Pretavaseshu Goreshu Pretaihi Bhuta Ganaihi Vrutaha Atati Unmaktavat Nagnaha Vyupta Ketaha Hasan Rudan. He says, he is so angry. Okay. Pretavaseshu, Goreshu, Pretaihi, Bhuta Ganaihi, Vrutaha, Atati, Unmattavat, Nagnaha, Yuptakesaha, Hasan, Rudan. Pretavaseshu, Goreshu, Pretaihi, Bhuta Ganaihi, Vrutaha, Atati, Unmattavat, Nagnaha, Yuptakesaha, Hasan, Rudan. Slokam 14. Goreshu, Preta Vaseshu, Goreshu, fearsome, terror-striking, Goreshu, Preta Vaseshu, Pretam means corpse, dead body, Vaseshu, where do they live? In cemeteries. Their terror-striking cemeteries, okay, Pretaihi, Bhutaganaihi, the various corpses, and Bhutaganaigal, the various Bhutaganas, what we consider to be Bhutagana. Bhutam means, one meaning is ghost, we say. Ganam means group. So groups of ghosts, you can say that. Bhutam also means anything that has got embodiment also, right? Anything that I imagine, okay? Even my own body is a form of a bhutam, okay? Because it is not real, right? It's in one sense, it's a ghost. So, pretaihi bhutaganehi vrutaha, pretaihi bhutaganehi vrutaha, in the terror-striking, awesome, fearsome cemeteries where bodies are being burnt, in that place, Pretaihi Bhutaganehi Vritaha, surrounded by the various corpses and the ghosts and the Bhutaganangal, Nagnaha, without any clothes on, Yukta Kesaha, with all his hair going all over the place, not properly groomed, completely haywire, all the hair. Hasan, laughing, Rudan, crying, Unmatavatu, like a madman, Atati, he's walking around, moving about. This is how he describes Sivaperuman. Fearsome cemetery surrounded by corpses and various ghosts and all that, without wearing any clothes, with hair completely, not only unkept, but flying all over. And sometimes he's laughing, sometimes he's crying, like a madman, he's moving about in cemeteries. That is what he says. Pretavaseshu ghoreshu pretaihi bhutaganehi vrutaha atati unmattavat nagnaha yuptaketaha hasan rudan. Number 15. Now, he's not done. He's so mad at, so taken aback. And because he didn't want his daughter to marry this man, and so he's taking it out, that frustration, everything is coming now. Okay. And the next 15. Chita bhasmakrita snanaha pretasrak asti bhushanaha sivapadesaha hi asivaha mattaha matta janapriyaha patihi pramatabhutanam tamo matra atmakatmanam. Chita bhasmakrita snanaha pretasrak asti bhushanaha sivapadesaha hi asivaha mattaha matta janapriyaha patihi pramatabhutanam tamo matra atmaka atmanam. So the 3-line slokam, number 15, 14 and 15. I think I'm in, yeah, let me take 15 and 16 together, okay? So what I read to you is now slokam 15. 16, Tasma unmadanathaya nashta sauchaya durhrude datta baka maya sadvi chodate parameshtina. Now the question comes, I didn't want to give my daughter to marriage to this guy. He acted as if he's a good man, okay, etc. He's venting out his anger and frustration and everything. Then why did he give his marriage to him? He says at the end, Parameshtina chodate, I was commanded. I was made to do it by Brahma, he says. Okay, that's why he gave the daughter in marriage. That's how he ends. Now, let's go back and read the slokam again and then cover the meaning. And that, I think, should take us to the end of our allotted time today. Chita bhasmakrita snanaha pretasrak asti bhushanaha sivapadesaha hi ativaha mattaha mattajana priyaha patihi pramata bhutanam tamo matra atmaka atmanam tasma unmadanathaya nashta sauchaya durhrude datta bata maya sadvi chodate parameshtina. Chita bhasma, ashes that is being burnt, ashes. Chita bhasma kruta snanaha. Snanaha means we say, taking bath. Basically, his whole body is smeared with ashes. Chita bhasma kruta snanaha, as if he's bathing in ashes, okay, fully covered. Preta srak, he is wearing a garland of what? Of dead bodies. Okay, we see Kapal, we see how the one picture of Sivabrahman we can see, Kapala Malai, okay. Like that Preta srak, wearing bodies of dead body as a garland. Hasti bhushanaha, is also the various ornaments that he is wearing are bones. Asti bhushanaha. Sivapadetaha, he's got a name Siva. But Asivaha, in truth, Asivaha, he is actually inauspicious. He's got Sivapadetaha, means he's got the name Siva, which means he's very auspicious and mangalam. But in fact, Asivaha is actually inauspicious. He says, Asivaha. Mattaha, he is madman. Mattaha means madam. We say crazy, he is crazy. Mattajana priyaha. Not only that, he is not only a crazy, weird person, but he is actually loved by all the crazy people. Mattajana priyaha. He is loved by them. They all love him. And Pramata bhutanam patihi. Pramata bhutanam, various bhutangal, various ghosts and all the groups of all that. He is the pati, he is the lord of all those people. And next one, Unmada Nathaya, also all the various mad people. Unmada means mad people who go around, lost their mental balance and shouting, all the things that we see. For all those people who lost their mental balance and people who are weird and crazy, mad people, Nathaya, he is a leader for all them. And Nashta Sauchaya, purity, Nashtam, loss. That means he's impure. He has lost purity. And Duruhrute means he has got a very bad mind, very crooked mind, very evil mind. Duruhrute. We say some people, because Subuddhi, good buddhi, Durbuddhi means bad, evil buddhi. He is like that. Duruhrute. He's a bad person. To him, Tasmai, to him, what did I do? Sadhvi, my daughter, who is a sati. Sadhvi means sati. We say Savitri, sadhu. She is the exalted example for chastity. That is what sati actually means. It's the example of chastity. So Sadhvi she is. That my daughter. To him, Tasmai. To him, Sadhvi, who is my daughter, who is a sadhvi, a sati, example of chastity, such a good person that she is. To him, this person, to Tasmai, Parameshtina Chodite, having been commanded, having been impelled by Brahmadevan, Maya Datta has been given to him by me. Oh, Bata, what a misery this is, he is saying. Chita bhasmakrita snanaha pretasrik asti bhushanaha sivapadetaha hi asivaha mattaha mattajana priyaha patihi pramatabhutanam tamo matra atmakatmanam. That one I tell you. Tamo matra means tamo matra tamo matra atmaka atmanam, an embodiment of tamasic gunam, which is ignorance, darkness, nothing good about it. So that is tamo matra atmaka atmanam. Okay. Tasmai unmadanataya nashta sauchaya durhrute datta bata maya sadhi chodate parameshtina. So this, he is got ashes smeared all over his body. He is wearing the garland of corpses and garland and ornaments of bones. And he's called Siva, means auspiciousness, but he's nothing but that. He's absolutely inauspicious. He is mad. And he's also loved by people who are mad. And he's the embodiment of ignorance, embodiment of ajnanam. and he is the leader of all the ghosts of the Bhuta Ganangal, and he is also the leader of all the mad people. He is impure, dirty, yes, okay, and also evil-minded. To him, Pativrata, my example of this Sadhvi, my daughter, I gave in marriage to him, being compelled, being impelled, being commanded by Brahmadevan. Oh, what a misery and what a suffering this is what he's saying, venting out his frustration. Okay? Chitabhasmatkruta snanaha pretasruk asti bhushanah sivapadesa hi asivah mattah mattajanappriyah patihi pramadabhutanam tamo matra atmakatmanam tasmai unmadanataya nashka sauchaya durhrude dattapatamaya sadvi chodate parameshtina. With Bhagavan's grace, we will stop here today. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santet Santet Santihi. Harihi